This video will be responsible for making you 100x, 200x, 300x gains in the next market. I'm not going to tell you to buy these coins right now. You can do whatever you want. I am going to tell you the kind of time period that you do want to buy these coins. But before we reveal the coins, which I'm going to get to a little bit later on in the video, I wanted to talk about emotions and news. Now, if you're part of the Discord, the members only Discord for this channel, you'll know that I am not a fan of the news. Whenever kind of a news article gets put in the Discord, I always get slightly frustrated because that one news article that somebody puts in the feed that other people react to just shows me how volatile this market is on kind of like an emotional basis. When we look at the Fear and Greed Index, we've barely changed in price. We've literally stayed in this area in the charts where I said we're going to go up and down with, right? It's going to stay in this zone, and we're staying in this zone. And even though we are doing exactly what we predicted, every time there's a little pump up in the market, news articles in the Discord, and we're all talking about how, this person did this, or this person said this, or this company did this, and it's going to mean the price is not going to double bottom anymore. But it gets frustrating because I don't expect everyone to think the way I think. Obviously, there's people who completive and story and news, and they're quite successful that way. For me personally, I don't pay attention to any of it, absolutely none of it. And so the way I view it, if I go over here to Bitcoin, even though this is kind of being followed exactly as I drew it, what can you say, like at these different elements, at these different stages in time for the price movement? And this day, this country might have said this about Bitcoin, and now that's why the price is going up. That's why the price is going up. It was a red day today, and this is why it was a red day today. And I was starting to think today, if we saw big wicks down and we started to retest these lows, which I've been suggesting is the likely outcome of this, we're going to capitulate sideways for a while before we then come down to retest. I would not be surprised if we saw a huge move down to retest these wicks and something was in the news that day, right? It wouldn't surprise me. Let's say Elon Musk says he's never buying Bitcoin ever again, right? Let's just say that happens. The price drops all the way down, it double taps, and then we're off to the alt season. So what was the reason for the price to come down that far, right? Let's think about it. I've been saying double tap for ages. I don't know what news is coming for the next couple of days. With Bitcoin, all the way up here, I didn't know that news was going to come out on that exact day, but I knew we were coming down at some point to retest these lows. So what was right? Was the news right, or were the charts always going to show that? So when we look at news, and I see, and it's not just on my Discord, it's on all over Twitter. Oh, this happened today, the price is going to come down, or this was extra bullish today and it's going to go up. The charts, I've shown this on this little drawing here. We could go all the way up to kind of this level here, almost $40,000 for Bitcoin, and still be meeting what I was saying about kind of the way the chart is. Not about the news that Bitcoin was going to be putting out. News always comes out at the right times, right? So I would say we could even get up to that $39,951 mark, and then we'll probably get some bad news, right? Is it the bad news that's moving the chart, or did we always see the price coming down for a double tap? So it kind of, at that point the news starts to get irrelevant for me, and I get loads of comments on it saying it's irresponsible to say that it's only about TA and nothing about the news. I just think that the news comes at the right times, and the TA for me just keeps working regardless of the news. So I'm just going to keep going with what I'm going with. So in that light, let's look at some coins that I am suggesting you're probably going to want to fill your bags with, and I'm about 95% confident that you're going to see some massive gains from these coins if you buy them in the right time. This is super key. The coins we're going to go into today are based in gaming. Okay, so these are gaming coins. I've had lots of DMs about gaming coins, and I wanted to cover a few of them today. In my opinion, these 5 coins are the ones that are going to be responsible for retirements, right? These are 5 coins that are going to be on my shopping list at the bottom of the bear market. So my first point that I want to make before I get into these coins is you have to buy these coins in a dip. Don't buy them at bubble prices, right? Just please don't. So I'm going to say these coins, don't FOMO in. Don't FOMO in. Buy them at big dips. Now, which dips are we talking about? The first dip, which is the least effective dip, would be the one right now, right? So we see this double tap, we hit that double tap, Bitcoin starts to inflect off that double tap. So we see this moment right down in here. If you see that moment, Bitcoin starts to go and the altcoins haven't gone yet, these would be the coins to buy. However, you're not going to see retirement gains made in this little dip here. The dip you're going to see retirement gains on from these coins is at the bottom of the bear market. So you either buy them in this dip, in this double tap, acknowledging that we're not going to see craziness with those coins, not absolute craziness, but good gains, but not craziness. Or you can wait for the bottom of the bear market, add these to your shopping list, and we're going to buy these at the bottom. That's retirement worthy coin purchases right there. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just advising you on smart decision making. That was cutting the fine line between financial advice there. I'm telling you there's 2 smart times to buy it. One of them smarter than the other. I'll let you put the pieces together there. So what are those coins? The first one is Gala. Now Gala, I've put these price predictions actually already on here from a video, and they range anywhere from kind of $3.16 to $8.61 as the ultra bullish. And basically Gala is a games house. They create lots of games. They've got lots of games. And the reason why you're going to see some sort of theme here with these gaming tokens is that they're not all specific games. They take stabs in the dark at other games, right? Because games come and go. Fortnite, while it's still popular, was the biggest thing you could ever imagine, bigger than Call of Duty ever was, right? But it dies down. Every game dies down, right? But these companies, like for example, the company that made Fortnite, Epic Games, investing in Epic Games arguably is the better idea, because they will take everything they've learned from Fortnite and apply it to another game that could be more addictive, more wild, more parabolic. And so you want to go for the companies or the projects that are taking stabs in the dark at games within the metaverse, within cryptocurrency and NFTs. And Gala is one of those. The next one is Veracity. Now I made a video a month ago on this and it was extremely popular. I had 2,600 views on it. I also talked about it recently in a video called the 5 most popular altcoins that were traded on Bityard. So this has confluence, right? Veracity again is within the gaming sphere, going to absolutely explode, especially if you buy it at the bottom of the bear market, one to add to the shopping list. We can have a look at the chart here. It's not really going to say much for us, but Veracity is one of those that I'm to my shopping list for the bottom of the market. And what can we see? Well, we're bordering here on the 0.236 in the short term. We have hit a new all-time high. So while this wouldn't be a coin that I would personally buy in this dip, certainly one to add for the next for the bear market. So price movement from here to the 3.2, you know, you've got about 684%, so almost 7 times your money on Veracity, in my opinion, for this cycle. Then if you look at the weekly, the Veracity RSI has bottomed out, so we've just double tapped the bottom, which has always been a good sign in the past. So it looks like on the weekly we're looking at kind of upwards momentum for Veracity. And the next one is Engine. Now Engine handle all kinds of like NFT transferable marketplace within game systems type of thing. They're going to be the ones basically controlling the transfer of NFTs on games consoles, PCs, everything kind of interchangeably between games. So you can take your Bored Ape NFT and have it on your t-shirt in Fortnite, and then you can also have it in CSGO kind of thing. So that's what they are handling. Engine is hugely undervalued and, funnily enough, actually have been in talks with Epic Games, as I mentioned earlier. So while it might have been on a huge run already this cycle, and I wouldn't be buying it this cycle anyway, it's one for the bottom of the bear market, and it is on my list. Now the next one is Ultra, or UOS. So Ultra is basically a way for gamers to like sell and trade their old games and old kind of items within their games. And you know, this project is on the verge of having something like Epic Games or Blizzard or Activision partner with it. If any of that happens, we're going to see some parabolic movement for Ultra. Now, do I think this is a time to buy right now, even in this double tap dip? Maybe not. When we look at the chart, it's pretty inconclusive. And if I'm trying to make some really short-term fibs, it just gets a bit difficult, and I'm not prepared to kind of give price targets on it from here. However, what's great about CoinMarketCap's charting system is that they show you when a coin is in the red, when you should be buying. I don't think we're going red anytime soon, at least until the bear market. Wait for the bear market to come in, add some UOS to your bags, and you're going to see some crazy gains on that one. And before I get into the last coin, make sure you come over to my channel if you like the way I explain things and click join on the channel. This will allow you to become a member of the channel and actually communicate more directly with me. The higher up you go in the tier levels, the more direct and more personal the kind of experience is, and you can end up actually just DMing me and actually jumping on a call with me. But if you want the minimum and you want to be involved in the community and support me a little bit extra, it starts at £2.99 a month, and you get access to the members only Discord, and the community over there is wonderful. The final coin is Seedify. Now, Seedify Fund, although it's relatively new, this is one of the coins that actually uniquely has bounced off the ideal spots in this little dip here. So I'm going to draw a line at the bottom of our wicks, and you can see how much confluence there is right here. And I know a lot of you want me to zoom in on my charts because it's quite small, but look, the dip happened here most recently, and it was just perfect with this wick way over here. So this is actually one of those ones that I would be buying in this dip, and I'll also be picking up an extra big bag at the bottom of the bear market. Now, where do I see it going? Well, it could go all the way up to that $66 mark, which from today, and I'm talking about this cycle, from today, that's almost 1,000%, so almost 10x on your money. And that would be buying from today. But if you bought at the bottom of the double tap, let's say it does double tap, you know, you got 11x on your money right there. So Seedify is one of those that I will be packing my bags with in this dip. And once the run is done, once the 3.2 is hit, then I'm buying back in at the bottom of the bear market. So those are the 5 gaming metaverse tokens that I would be buying next. Follow me on Twitter. Bye.